Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. England lose 1-0 and Gareth Southgate will be being booed again as people wake up and see that this is the problem with England. I still think we're going to win the Euros. And people are going to say it's Friday night, he's pissed again. No, I genuinely do think we can win the Euros, and I'm still going to say we are going to win the Euros for two reasons really. One, I've seen so many times teams do badly in friendlies before tournaments, and then when the real stuff starts, something changes. But two, I still look at it and go, Harry Kane, Saka, Foden, Bellingham, Declan Rice, Trent. There's so many good players in there and on the bench that we are one of the best squads in this tournament, and we actually should be saying we're going to win it because we should be favourites. I've played the game. I've watched England a lot through my life, and I would almost argue that within the English football culture, we almost like to lose. And that's why we do lose. And I refuse to do that. I'm not going to sit here and say to you, we've got no chance. And then when we get to the semi-final and lose on penalties, we can go, oh, the lads did so well. No. Germans go into tournaments expecting to win them. And whilst they don't win all of them, they do win some of them. So do Italians. We should be going into this tournament expecting to win it. It's a mentality. We've got the players. We should be winning this. But of course, we saw again tonight the reason why, if we don't win it, it will not be because we haven't got the squad. It will be because we haven't got the coaching. Iceland scored in the 12th minute. That means you've got 83 minutes with 5 minutes added on. You've got 83 minutes to find an equaliser and win the game. And he can't do it. Iceland are 72nd in the world. They're below Jordan. No one wants to be below Jordan. Even Peter Andre doesn't anymore. So why can't we find a goal, one shot on target in the whole game as well, at Wembley, with all that talent and all that attendance? This is the problem with Southgate. He relies on an arm round the shoulder, nice guy mentality. We all love playing for England. Why do you think they all love playing for England? Oh, because we play cards together. We play games in the pool. He's a right laugh, Gareth. He lets us stay up till 11 o'clock and watch Netflix. He's a nice guy. He's a politician. And when things are going well, with Southgate, it goes well. But when the chips are down, there's no tactical brief. And we saw it again today, and we've seen it before. When England go behind, they tend to struggle, because that's when the Mourinhos, the Ancelottis, the Sir Alex Fergusons, the Pep Guardiolas, the Jurgen Klopps, the great good coaches, well, not even the great coaches, the good coaches have a tactical plan. Southgate doesn't have one, and it was proved again tonight. Iceland, 72nd best team in the world, score in the 12th minute, he has one shot on target, and he can't equalise. Because he's not a good coach, and the coaches around him aren't good. I'm bored of saying it. We can win the Euros because we've got the players, but if we don't win the Euros, it'll be another missed opportunity, because the coach ain't good enough. He's just a nice guy. He hasn't got... Look, somebody said to me on the watch-along, have you enjoyed any of the tournaments that Southgate's been in charge? And I said, I enjoyed Italia 90 because it had momentum. I enjoyed Euro 96 because we played good football and it had momentum. I actually enjoyed 2002. I felt that we were building a momentum as well. I enjoyed 2004 with Rooney. It felt like we were joining, I know we went out in the quarterfinals, but it felt like we had a bit of a momentum. Southgate's a results guy. I've never felt with England in Euro 2, the Euro final, I didn't feel like there was good football there. There was some right crap games, wasn't there, like Scotland? In the World Cup, I didn't feel like that we had momentum, because Southgate won't deliver momentum because he's not a good coach. We're never going to get the momentum of good football because he's not that type of coach. Southgate relies on community, unity, and talent. Individual talent or moments to create a goal. What it never is with England is sustained patterns of play. It's never tactical. It's never probe. Oh, we've missed again. There's no patterns of play. There's no tactical, right, you come off, and he's talking to a player saying, there's gaps here, right? I want you to go into there. Tell him to stick back here. The same things are happening. In that game, Kyle Walker's constantly out of position. At no point has Southgate said to Kyle Walker, can you just stay in position because it's causing us problems? That's what I mean. There's no tactical change with Southgate. It's just good players who will get results. But when you need tactics, he's found wanting. So I think we can win the Euros, and I'm going to say we should win the Euros. But if we don't, it will come down to coaching, because riddle me this, what manager in the Premier League is he better than? What job would he take in the Premier League tomorrow because he's better than the coach they've already got? Leicester's got a job, so that's easy. But every other coach is better than Southgate. And that's the problem. And it's the same with Steve Holland and I think Chris Powell. They are not top-level coaches. And it shows. Because if you go into a burger place that does gourmet burgers and then you go and get a burger from somewhere for £1, there's going to be a difference between the burgers and the ingredients and the taste and the quality. And I said this to you the other day on a video. It's like people still expect us to hit a rhythm under Southgate for England. And I'd love it to happen, but I don't think it will, because he can't coach us to that level. If you put Pep Guardiola in charge of this team, instantly you'll start to see a rhythm. You'll start to see a style of play. But we're not going to see that. We're not going to win the Euros playing great football. Unless we're very, very lucky. We're going to win the Euros by being methodical and, moments and, clean sheets and unity and community. We're not going to win it on a style of football that everyone goes, wow, that's just not going to happen. So I'm not going to say we're going to win the Euros because we're brilliant. I think we're going to win the Euros because we are a team that gets the job done. But obviously, I have massive concerns because really, I think Southgate should have gone after the World Cup. And we kept him for another tournament, and we might keep him for another tournament. The problem is, we've got a selection of players where people should not be lowering their standards. We should be winning the Euros with that squad. And if you're going into it already going, we can't, then you're letting them off the hook. We should be winning the Euros with those players. We should be going in there. And as I said, the mentality of the Germans and the Italians and the French, if they had our squad, they would be demanding we win the Euros. But because we like losing, we're like, oh, we've got no chance. And I'm not going to do it. We should win the Euros. We should be demanding we win the Euros. We should have won the Euros last time and we bottled it. I think we should have won the World Cup and we bottled it. We should win the Euros. It's as simple as that. And I'm going to stick by it. Get your comments in below. Smash a like on the video. I'll speak to you on the next one.